Have you heard of the law of attraction? Have you been trying to manifest money into your life, but is it not working? By the end of this video, you'll have the exact technique I use to bring money into my life after a bankruptcy and the one I use to help my clients every single time. Hey, I'm Jenny Del Reeve, and for the best law of attraction and manifesting advice, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video every single Thursday. So I'm a life coach, a health coach, and a law of attraction mentor, and I've been helping my clients for over 15 years overcome their financial blocks and bring more abundance into their lives. I really know what it's like to be stressed about money. I was always pretty okay at bringing money in, but as soon as I brought it in, it would go out. And I've been bankrupt twice, and actually the second time that I went bankrupt was when my son was only 3 weeks old. After giving birth to him in France, I was actually sitting in the hospital bed, popped him out, not pop, you know what I mean, and was sitting on my laptop trying to figure out which commune we could go and live in. And I am not joking. We had invested all our money into something we thought was a really good idea. It didn't go well, and we were literally penniless. And people say that all the time. They say we were penniless, but they have a couple of thousand tucked here or this or that. But we literally had nothing. We were down to our last 10 euros. We had a brand new baby, a 3-year-old, you know, a mortgage to pay. We were living in France, in a different country, a business to run, and the whole thing was a complete and utter disaster. So here I was, you guys, with a 3-year-old, a 3-month-old baby, and my now husband partner at the time was trying to get us some extra cash by doing some personal training. So he was literally gone for 12 hours a day. I didn't have a car, and I literally didn't have any money. When I say I didn't have any money, I mean we had nothing. Our parents had helped us get back to the UK with a small amount of money, but that was it. You know, we had to just figure it out. And here I was, you know, life coach, health coach, law of attraction mentor. I had a couple of clients left, but I'd manifested, you know, getting rid of lots of them whilst I was pregnant because I was so angry at my husband, Duncan, for not being the provider as I perceived he should be at the time. So I had all of this negative emotion, and it built up into this big disaster in the second bankruptcy. So I just sat down one day and I looked at these two beautiful little humans, my 3-year-old daughter and my 3-month-old son, and I thought, what kind of role model do I want to be here? Do I want to be someone just focused in on this disaster, in on this lack, in on this big attention grabbing reality, feeling really insecure about what everyone in my hometown thought of me because I'd left in my 20s and come back in my 40s, and now I was a disaster zone and a failure and all that stuff I was telling myself. I actually couldn't get better feeling thoughts about money because the topic was too big. And you guys might be feeling the same. Pop in the comment section below if you've tried to manifest and you've tried to change your money blocks and you've tried to get better feeling thoughts about money, but you can't. Stick it in the comment section below. I want to hear from you. I want to help you because I know how that feels. And I want to explain to you why. If you have a topic that you have had so much momentum on, so much negativity, so much worrying, and then you've manifested all these realities, you can't just go from fear and insecurity all the way to joy, I'm abundant, it's coming in, when you can't even go and buy your kids some candy in the store or whatever because you're so broke. You can't get those thoughts in that moment. So you have to do something else, and that's what I did to turn it all around. And what I did was I had access to a double buggy, I think you call it a stroller in the US, and I put my 2 kids in. Luckily it was spring in the UK, that would have been a disaster if it was the winter in the UK. And I literally took them on huge walks, sometimes 6 hours a day in nature. They would have a nap, and then I started to focus my mind. I realized that I had to find the appreciation, which is at the top of the emotional scale, in the mundane. I watched my 3-year-old and I watched my little baby 3-month-old son, and I saw how their eyes lit up at a little flower, or at a leaf, or the sky, or just a fleck of something on their sweater. And I decided to copy them. And we played for hours in mud and in stones and in water. And I started to just say to myself, oh, I'm so glad that I'm having this life experience in this skin suit, that I'm getting to experience life out on the ragged edge right now. Even though it's tough, I'm getting to feel what it's like to be alive. My body's still functioning really well. I can breathe, I can use my legs. You know, there's people without legs on the planet who would just love to have my legs. They wouldn't care. They'd say, hey, I'll take your financial situation, just give me the legs. I used to think that thought all the time. And I used to focus on flowers and think about the perfection of nature, and even rain, how cleansing it was and how beautiful it was and how it helps everything grow. I focused on someone who would smile at me on the street. I focused on my children's laughter, anything I could. And it was not easy at first. It was like dragging my mind from this horrendous negative money worry all the way over here to the flower, and it felt like a lot of effort. But the more I practiced it month after month after month after month after month, the more it became really, really natural to me. Within about 4 weeks of doing that, I started to get clients, and actually within around about 3 months of that complete disaster, I was already at around about £9,000 a month of just clients coming in, wanting to pay me really high rates because they knew that I got it. They knew I understood what it was like to feel completely broken and insecure and down and out, and to raise that vibration. And then it grew and grew and grew, and 4 years later things are in a whole different place. And am I a multimillionaire? No. Do I have the best financial vibration on the planet? No. But it's growing every single year. And I do many other techniques. If you watch my channel, that you'll see that I teach. But one fundamental thing I do every single day is I focus into the mundane, the ordinary. I decide to have a relationship with everyone I meet almost every single day. The person I get a coffee from a coffee shop, that's a brief relationship, an interaction. I tell that person what I want, we exchange money, or I should give her the money, him her the money, and you know, there's a coffee, but I do my very best to focus in on the best of that person, and that this is a human being and this is a soulmate on the planet with me. And I really just try to find appreciation in everything. I write lists of positive aspects on every single client I see. I write positive aspects on my children and my friends, my dream team, people who work with me. And I really try to just focus on anything I can to feel good, including myself. And I can tell you now that if you're looking for something to dramatically shift your financial situation quickly, that's the thing that will do it every single time. So I just want to clear one thing up. Now, when I explain this to clients, they say to me, oh, that's a gratitude list, I tried that. Now, the thing about gratitude is that the very word gratitude has the feeling and the vibration of lack within it. It's almost like I'm grateful I overcame that thing, like that terrible financial disaster, and I'm where I am now. And I know it sounds like nitpicking, but it has the vibration of the lack within it. Plus, people are often forcing themselves to be grateful about things they don't feel that way about. They start writing them on their significant others when they're really mad and pissed at their significant others, like I used to be with my husband for not providing for me, you know, how I perceived that back then. Start with the simple things like I did and use the word appreciation. Find appreciation in flowers, because a flower has never annoyed you. A flower doesn't judge you. You can't have an argument with a flower. Choose things that are easy to focus on. Focus on your dog, focus on small babies, anything you can, but don't start with the hard stuff like people in your life. That's way harder to find appreciation with, because we've had relationships with these people. We've got old vibrations with them. We've had past challenges. I'm not saying don't, but start with the easy stuff. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I absolutely loved hanging out with you. I'd really love you to help you raise your financial vibration, because I know what it's like to feel totally stressed and desperate about money, and I really want to help you. So if you'd like to download my free emotional scale, please check that out in the link below. That will help you with some of my other videos where I teach a technique called the emotional scale technique to help break down your blocks and lift up your emotional vibration. Check out these next videos on 6 signs you have a low vibration, 6 money blocks I overcame, and manifestation techniques to win the lottery. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time.